Hi everyone, Happy New Year. I am back with a new chair yoga video this week. So thanks so much for your patience. Those of you who I've spoken to, you've had a little news already that I've had a slightly extended Christmas period thanks to a spell of self-isolation. My husband tested positive just after Christmas for COVID, obviously. I kind of, that goes without explaining. Luckily, he was absolutely fine and had barely any symptoms. So it's a very strange disease. But the important thing is that we all stay super, super careful. So did we, but hey, apparently not careful enough. But yeah, we're all fine. And hopefully that means we are now starting the new year refreshed with some extra antibodies in our body. So swings and roundabouts. So yeah. Um, so I hope you're well and you've had a nice Christmas break despite all the craziness that's going on out there. Those of you who are in the UK, of course, I'm sure you're on top of the news. If you're not in the UK, situation is at the moment not the best here in London. So we're all in our full lockdown, staying at home as much as we can. So yeah, time to get a little bit extra cozy and to get moving. That is the important thing, especially when the weather is like this. It's cold, it's grey. We're not meant to go out. It means we are a lot less active than we normally would be. Even if it's just going to the shops or going for a little walk or a little stroll, all of these things are kind of really pared back to the minimum now. And what happens is our bodies are getting creakier and we're probably feeling a little bit more tired and a little bit more lethargic. And that has a knock on effect on the whole body, the things we want to eat, the things we want to do. The more active we are, the more active we want to be. So, of course, we don't have to go and run a marathon. Let's start with a lovely, nice, compact. I'm going to try and stick to sort of half an hour, 40 minutes. It usually ends up being 40 minutes anyway. Session where we do a little bit of whole body mobilization and a little bit of strength work, especially for our upper body. So for that, we will need today a belt, something resembling a yoga belt. You can use a dressing down belt. You can use an actual belt, but actual belts are quite, especially if it's leather, it's quite hard. It's quite hard to grip. You could also use a scarf or a long piece of fabric. You could use, somebody told me they took two kitchen towels tied together. That also works. So if you don't have a belt with you yet, just pause the video for a moment. Go and grab your implements, maybe grab some water or some tea while you're at it, and then come back and press play when you've got your items. Or if you've got your things, then we can get started. So make sure you're comfy. So I'm sitting on my chair. I've got my legs in a nice 90-degree angle. So my blanket is not for gaining height under my feet. It is for gaining coziness and warmth. But if your legs are kind of, it feels like they're a little bit too short to comfortably sit on the floor, then place something under them to lift them. So maybe a pillow is quite nice, or a couple of books, something to give yourself a bit of height. Make sure you're comfy on your chair. And then let's just see if we can reduce the distractions that are out there. There's always distractions. Always, whether that's noise from a busy road or a pet, a dog. I mean, if you have a dog who wants to be with you or a cat while you do your yoga, let them keep them here. But if they are distracting you, maybe see if you can gently encourage them to be in another room for the next session. Same goes for, of course, partners, not just dogs, also partners. Turn your phone on silent, maybe close the door, close any windows, although I guess it's a little bit too cold to have the windows open at the moment anyway, at least here in London. And then let's get really comfy. So shuffle yourself back on the chair so your lower back is really supported. And then push the feet a little bit away from the body. So I'm going to do that too so my thighs can really sink down into the chair. Palms face upwards towards the ceiling and draw them slightly closer in towards your body. And notice as you do that, the shoulders can soften a little bit more. And then move your jaw, move your head, any little last wriggles that you need to get out of the body before we start with a few moments of silence. Close your eyes, swallow a couple of times, and take a long breath in through the nose. Open the mouth wide, side out. Let's do that again, inhaling deeply. And then side out. Let's do one more deep inhale. And exhale. Let the belly get soft. Let your body become really heavy as you sink down into the chair, allowing your whole body to be supported by the surface beneath you. Letting go of any muscular effort. So allowing the belly to be soft, the legs to be heavy, the shoulders gently moving away from the ears. There's a sense of ease through your neck, your spine. With that awareness of the physical body, give yourself a little scan to notice, to check in with the body, how we are doing right now in this moment. So from the top of the head, making your way down the body all the way to the toes. Noticing any areas that need our attention today. Any areas where there might be possibly some discomfort, some tightness, some tenderness. Just notice those areas. We don't need to fix them right now. And let's set the intention that we move extra mindfully today. Maybe you've had a little break from your yoga. In that case, let's take it nice and easy, and anything that I offer is just a suggestion. If it doesn't work for you, let it go, modify, take a break. And once you've come all the way down towards your toes, let's take another deep breath in. Open the mouth wide, side out. And then for a moment, bring the awareness in onto your emotional body. And notice how you feel. What are the feelings, the emotions that are present? And let them just come up. Take a few moments asking yourself that question. How are you doing right now? And whatever comes up, let's not push it away. Almost acknowledging it with a little internal nod. Whether we're feeling stressed or anxious, or maybe we're feeling utterly bored, a bit isolated, or maybe we're feeling okay. Again, not engaging too much with it. We don't have to figure out why we're feeling the way we do. That's not always how emotions work. We're just allowing them to be there for a moment without always pushing them away, and then responding with a sense of kindness towards yourself. Like you would respond to a friend who's telling you they are anxious, stressed, or lonely. And then let's take a deep breath into all these feelings. So draw the air into the nose, all the way down the body, the belly rises, the ribcage rises. And as you get to the top, as you hold the breath there for a moment, let's open the mouth and sigh it out. One more time like this. Inhale, breathing in, draw all the air into the body. Every single last square inch of your body is full of air. Hold it right at the top. And then sigh it out. Then closing the mouth and see if it feels comfortable for you to bring the air in and out of your nose. If it doesn't, then breathe in your own way. And let's start out today's session with a round of pranayama. So let's lengthen the inhalation and the exhalation together, starting with a count of 4. And then if that feels okay, we can take it up to the count of 6. So expanding our lung capacity, our ability to absorb oxygen in the body, even if medically that's not how it works. But imagine through those deep breaths, we're taking in more air, we're taking in more energy into the body. So begin by taking a normal breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Again, inhale through the nose and out through the nose. And then let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in and out. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. Exhale. Breathing in and out. Last one, inhale. Exhale. And then let go of the count. Let go of the need to lengthen your breath and just let it settle. And begin to bring very slight wriggles here for your fingers and toes. Just for the fingertips and the tips of your toes to start with. And notice that there's almost an urge to move more. So let's give in to that urge and begin to move your fingers. Begin to move your wrists, your ankles. Maybe the head wants to start moving as well. Just give it a little shake. Maybe the shoulders rolling up, back down. So just taking a little seated wriggle. And here there might already be some little clicks, some little pops. That's all right. Let's make the movement even bigger if that feels okay in your body. Extend the fingertips forward, stretch them away, and then up towards the ceiling and find a big stretch. And you can stretch in whatever way your body needs. And you feel free to keep your eyes closed here, because the way that stretching feels good for me right now is probably not the way it will feel good for you. Good. And then slowly release the arms back down into your lap. And gently, gently blink the eyes open. Good, that's better. And if you want to, we can begin to shuffle away from the back of the chair to come into a little more of an upright position. As always, I'm going to sit forward to show you. So sitting towards the front of the chair, lengthen the tailbone, finding a little bit of a lift through the center so the crown of the head really grows up towards the ceiling. Good. And then holding the hands there, take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out, release the arms. Let's start moving straight away. Inhale, reach the arms high, lift the gaze. Exhale, draw the palms down through heart center. Good. 2 more like this. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale to draw them down. 1 more time. Inhaling, sweep the arms wide, grow tall. Exhale, draw them down. And then release the hands onto your knees. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lift the heart. I'm going to move sideways so you can see. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine. So moving through cat and cow. Inhaling, draw the chest forward, open the heart. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding cat and cow movement. So extending, rounding the spine. We are starting always with this movement because it's so great in just bringing movement into the whole length of the spine. Good, make this your last one, looking up. And then exhale, release back into a neutral position. So we've done a little bit of extending and extension and flexion. So now it's time for the side body. Keep the right hand on the right knee. The left arm sweeps high. If this is not good for your shoulder, you can keep the arm down as well. Inhale, reach the arm high, and exhale, sink over to the side. Or you can do this with the arm on the body. So you see the movement in the spine is really the same. The arm is almost just a decoration, but it increases the stretch on that left side of the rib cage. Let's sway a little bit. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the side. And always listen to your body. If it doesn't feel good, make the movement smaller. If it still doesn't feel good, let it go. Life is too short to put yourself into discomfort while you practice yoga. Release the arm back down onto your knee and roll the shoulders up, back and down. The left side of your body might feel really charged already. It might feel a bit more awake. Let's wake up that other side. Inhale, sweep the right arm high or keep the arm down if you're looking after your shoulders. Reach, and then exhale, sink over to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, sink it over to the side. Oh, nice. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, keep your sitting bones both grounded so there's no leaning too far over to the side. Inhale to center, and then exhale, lower the arm down. Let's draw the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze and hold there. So really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as hard as you can for 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders with a sigh. Good. Let that heat settle for a moment. Let's do it one more time. So really encouraging that blood flow into our shoulders. They might be a bit tight. That's okay. This is going to make it better. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Drop them. And then give your head a gentle shake from side to side. Lovely. Beautiful. So we've done our side bending, we've done our flexion, our extension. It's time to add just a very gentle twist. Bring your right hand over onto the left knee, the left arm behind you. Either grab hold of the chair, the back of the chair, or swing the arm back. Lengthen, lengthen. And then let's draw the shoulder, left shoulder back behind you. Allow the gaze to follow. Inhaling to center. Exhale, gentle twist. 2 more. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. And actually, let's make this our last one. Inhale to center. And then exhale, release. Swapping sides. So left hand over into the right knee, your right arm behind you. Good. So far, so good. I've put my lefts and rights this year. Lift and lengthen. And then exhale, gentle rotation. Draw the shoulder blade back. Allow the gaze to follow. Inhaling back to center. Exhale to twist. And remember, in twists, we don't want to go too deep. So really listen to your body. It's just a little loosening of all the muscles around the spine. And last one here. Exhaling, release, back to center. Give those shoulders another little wriggle. Lovely. Final little exercise here. We are going to grab our belt, so whatever belt you have, and unravel it wide. If you have a yoga belt like I do here, you can keep grabbing hold of the side of the belt with the buckle, so we don't have metal things slapping into our faces. Take the arms really nice and wide. Not too wide though, so kind of like have a little bit of a grip here. And then we're going to reach the arms up, and then allow yourself to sink over towards the left. Allow yourself to sweep forward. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. We're coming back to the other side. Good. And then we're going to continue like this, just to draw a few circles. So we are, in a way, combining all of these movements that we've just done. A few more. And you can close your eyes. There's not really a right way or wrong way to do this. We're just having a little wriggle. That's really what it's about. Last one on this side. And the next time you come over towards the right side, hold it there for a moment. You can lower the arms if it's getting a bit too strong, or straight away move onto the other side. All right, this is starting to generate some heat in my body, in my shoulders, in my arms. Probably the same for you. Good, okay, I also need to grab hold of the belt from the other side. Good, make this your last rotation. Oh, this feels quite tight really, to be honest. And then next time you come up to center, lower the arms, lower your belt onto your legs, close the eyes, and let's take a few sighing breaths. Inhaling and sigh. One more time, inhale and sigh it out. Good, blink those eyes open. And then close the fingers a few times. So if grabbing hold onto the belt is not comfortable, it's always good to release, to let the blood flow come back. Great. All right. That was a very loud sip. And let's move around the body, around to our legs. Let's begin as always, just by walking out the feet a few times. So I'm going to turn sideways and just pedaling out the feet, lifting the left heel, lifting the right heel. I'm going to do that a few times. Lifting, just to start bringing those little bit of blood flow into the back of the calf muscles. Good. Okay. So we are activating for the calf muscles. And in a moment, we're going to stretch out those muscles because we want to do two things. We want to be two things in our body. We want our muscles to be mobile, so to have mobility, but also stability. So having the most stretched out muscles in the world is not going to be of any use if there's not a little bit of tone to our muscles. So we're going to give the muscles a little bit of tone, and you can probably feel this already. I can feel it. Funny what just walking on the step on the spot does. And then lower the feet down. Option to stretch out the front of the leg if that feels good for your body. So reaching the right heel away from the floor. And if you want, you can lift the leg a little bit, flip over the toes and stretch the front of the leg. But be very careful here. If this is not good for you, especially if you have any form of arthritis in your joints, then skip that part and stay with the first part of just giving the back of the arch a little stretch. And then release. And then swapping sides. So taking the opposite leg, reaching onto the heel. If you want, flip the toes over, stretch the front of the leg. Good, and then release that. Let's add a little bit of rotation here for our legs, and we're going to do it slightly differently today. Grab hold of the left leg from behind, so we can lift it a little bit, and then begin to draw a few circles. Drawing circles one way, and then the other way. Oh, that's very clicky. You can allow the toes to join in, so give the toes a little scrunch as you would with your fingers. And then spread them wide. Oh, that's extra clicky for me today. And then release that foot down and swap sides. Take hold of the right leg from behind and a few nice big circles. Give your feet a little bit of movement, a bit of love and appreciation. Our feet are really quite underrated, underrated parts of our body. Yet they are really, really important. Good. Change direction, go the other way. Again, you can scrunch your toes in here as well, spread them wide. So scrunching, spreading with your toes. And then back to center and release. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Good, let's close the eyes for a moment, because for this next part, we really want to be in tune with our center. So that's engagement through our bandhas, lower belly active, pelvic floor gently lifted. So that sensation of drawing in and up, as if you're trying to stop yourself from going to the toilet. I always say this, if you actually have to go to the toilet, please do. So you can always pause the video. We're finding that engagement, that tone for the center. And then blink the eyes open again. Grab your belt again. So mine is still conveniently placed over my legs. And unravel it wide so we can bring it down underneath the sole of the left foot. Let's start with the left side. And I've got it, I'm gonna take my sock off here for a second. So you can see whereabouts I'm placing it. I'm placing it close to my toes on the ball of the foot. You can also have it in the arch of the foot if that's more stable, but if you have it closer to your toes, it's going to give you a better stretch. So choose your option, whatever works. And then you need to walk your hands down the belt, roughly to about knee level, maybe a little bit below. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Keep grounded here through the right foot. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to kick that leg away. Maybe the leg stays bent. Maybe we manage to straighten it all the way. Either way, it doesn't matter. See what works for your body. So I'm going to turn sideways, kicking away. And notice if you've started to lean back, that you'll come forward, even if it means lowering your leg a little bit more. So it's important to keep that tone for the center, flexing the toes back. And oh my goodness, I don't know about you, but that is a very good stretch. A very evil stretch in a way for the back of the calf muscles. So use the arms here as well. So we're creating a little bit of tone in our arms here by hugging the elbows back to the body. Good, and then hold it for a few more breaths. Can you bring a little bit of activation through the front of that left leg? So the left kneecap draws up into the body. Lovely, and we're already on our last two breaths. Inhale and exhale. And then last breath in. And exhale, release the foot, release the arms. And then we'll probably need to give our fingers a little shake out. So imagine you're trying to flick water drops off your hands. You don't have a towel and you're trying to get water off your hands. Okay, just to let that go. And then let's swap sides. So bringing the belt down onto the sole of your right foot, yes. Okay, my belt's a little bit camouflaged with my black trousers, my black socks, and my black belt, but you know where we're going now, so that's okay. Walk your hands down again. So comfortable, like you probably know where that is. It really depends on how long your arms are. I've got kind of monkey-like arms. They're quite long. So I'm walking them down a little bit further. Yours might be a little bit further up. See what works. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Already find that engagement for the center. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, kicking that right leg away. Good. And if you started to lean back, lean yourself forwards again. Use your strength at the center. Elbows hug in, shoulder blades draw away from the ears. Slow breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. Active here for the front of the right leg. So if you can, draw that right kneecap up. And there might be a sense of shivering for your leg. So your muscles are working hard, and a sense of shivering for your arms. That's okay. We're already on our last 2 breaths. And then a final one. Exhale, release the arm down, release the leg, and then let's give our fingers a good shake out. Open, close, and let it go. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and we can place the belt to the side. We are done with it for today. And close the eyes for a moment, keeping the belly active, but there's still a sense of softness here. And then allow the breath to flow. Notice how your body feels now. Have we moved? We're stretched in all directions. And then as your breath slows down, again, if you want to, closing the mouth, bringing the air in and out of the nose. And let's take a round of sun salutations together. We're going to do 1 round. If at the end of that round you would like to keep going, you can simply pause this video and do another round, maybe 2 rounds if you're in the mood. But if you're not, 1 round is a perfectly adequate amount. See how you feel. Let's take 1 more breath in here together. A slow breath out, blink the eyes open, release the arms. Inhaling, reach the arms wide, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, draw the palms down through heart center. 2 more like this. Inhaling, sweeping tall. Maybe allow the gaze to lift. Exhale to lower. And then 1 more time. Inhale, reaching, growing tall. Exhale to lower the arms down onto your knees. Inhale to draw the chest up, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, rounding the spine, so moving through cat and cow. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forwards and down, release the forearms onto your knees. Maybe all the way to the floor if you would like to. The head hangs heavy, whichever option you go for. Let's take an extra breath in here. And a slow breath out. Next, inhale, reaching the right fingertips up to the ceiling, or find a little half twist. I'm going to do the half twist option. Exhale to lower again. Inhale, reaching the left fingertips up to the ceiling, or find the half twist by keeping your hand on your knee. Exhale to lower. Next, inhale, walk your hands back up the legs. Draw the chest forward, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine. Release the fingertips, inhaling, growing tall. Exhale, lower them down through heart center. Release the hands onto your knees, close the eyes, take a slow breath in. And a sigh out. 2 more like that, inhale. And exhale. And allow the breath to soften. If you want to take another round of your sun salutations, this is a good place to pause. And if not, begin to move back on your chair so you can rest your lower back into the chair. And before we move into our relaxation, let's release our shoulders. Allow the chin to roll down to the chest. Let the head be heavy. And then slowly draw the chin over towards your right shoulder. And then hold it there. So finding a stretch running down the left side of the neck. If you want a little bit more, we can extend our Left fingertips away from the body. And rather than pointing, reaching with the fingertips, let's begin to imagine you're trying to press the palm of your hand into a surface. So flex the left fingertips back towards your face. And this might make it a bit stronger. This might make it too strong. If that's the case, then soften out. If it's okay, feel free to imagine that surface you're pressing the palm of your hand into. And let's begin to draw a few small circles with our arms. So let's imagine we're trying to polish a surface. There's a cloth underneath our arms. Change direction, go the other way. Just loosening a little bit into all these tight spots around our neck. Good. And then point the fingertips away from the body now. So letting go of our need to polish that surface. And then release the chin back down to the chest. Draw the hand back onto your shin. And then swapping sides, the chin draws over towards your left shoulder. And hold it there. Keep both sitting bones grounding down. And if you want a little bit more, we can reach those right fingertips away from the body and begin to flex the fingers back towards the face. So again, palm of the hand is firmly on a surface, or as firmly as we can, and then begin to polish that imaginary surface. Going one way, and then the other way. If that doesn't feel good though, then do ease out. Good. And then slowly coming back to center. Point the fingertips down towards the floor now. One more time, stretch them away. And then draw the hand onto your knees, chin rolls down towards the chest. And then slowly bring it back up into an upright position. If you want to keep your eyes closed already. If not, closing them as you begin to find a comfortable position here, pushing the feet slightly further away from the body, palms facing upwards towards the ceiling. Let the belly go soft now. Take a slow breath in. And a big sigh out. Slow breath in again. And a sigh to let it go. One more final breath in here. And a slow breath out. And allow yourself to settle here. Allow the body to get heavy. Letting go of any need to hold tension in the body. And if your body needs to move, to shimmy, to adjust, to find that sense of comfort, then let that happen. Let's take a journey together through the body. As I mentioned, a body part, bring your awareness onto that place, almost like a spotlight. And then imagine you're switching it off, almost like flicking a light switch, letting that part of your body become heavy. Starting with the sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right toes, ankle, lower leg, right knee, right upper leg, and the right side of the hip. Softening through the sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left toes, ankle, lower leg, knee, left upper leg, and the left side of your hips. Both legs are heavy, sinking down into the floor. Releasing across your belly, softening into the lower back, middle back, upper back, into the right shoulder, right upper arm, elbow, lower arm, top of the right hand, palm of the right hand, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Releasing across the chest into the left shoulder, left upper arm, elbow, lower arm, top of the left hand, palm of the left hand, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Releasing all the way up the neck, across the throat, soften the jaw, release the tongue. Releasing your cheeks, nose, eyes, and forehead. And just for the next few moments, allow yourself to rest here. Allowing yourself to be heavy. And if your mind starts to wander, starts giving you to-do lists and problems to solve, then notice and bring the awareness back. Slowly, without moving, without changing anything, begin to notice any sounds you can hear, starting with the obvious ones like my voice, but then listening out for any other sounds wherever you are right now. Identifying them, moving on to the next until you've noticed all of the sounds that are in your space right now. And then begin to deepen the breath slowly. Bringing a little bit more air into the body with every inhale. And inviting a gentle wriggle for your fingers and toes. Starting with a small wriggle. Letting the head join in. Let your wrists join in, your shoulders. Give yourself that stretch, waking up the body again, slowly ready for a beautiful rest of the day ahead of you. And on the next inhale, we're going to stretch the arms up towards the ceiling. Again, in whatever way feels good. Maybe it feels better to keep the hands on the knees to take a good stretch. That's okay too. Maybe there's a sigh that wants to escape. That's good. That means our body is waking up. It wants more oxygen. And then release the hands back onto your knees and slowly, slowly lowering the palms together in front of heart center. Feel free to keep the eyes closed here for a moment. And with the palms touching and the thumb in contact with our sternum. And this Anjali Mudra, that hand gesture, that in yoga signifies kindness, compassion, respect for each other, but also for ourselves. Let's find a sense of compassion, respect for ourselves for making the effort of joining in today. Let's honor that, our bodies, and of course each other. Find a gentle bow of the head towards your hands. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're feeling a little bit more awake. I am, as always, about 40 minutes in. It seems to be my baseline of yoga classes. So if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to let me know. Send me an email, send me a message. Our details are on the website, blackheathyoga.co.uk, if you haven't got my contact details yet. And I really hope to see you next week for a new session. Bye-bye.